My, are you ever dirty and you can't even see? Let me see, where's your eyes? Oh, baby, you got knots in your ears. Let's have a look at your tail, okay? So look at your tail. It's really long. Lots of hair and lots of knots. So hello. Today's video is going to be a tail trimming video on this Shih Tzu. You can see all the knots here. And it's really, really long. The owner said that it's, dragging on the ground and it's just getting messy and, poop on it and everything. So I'm going to transform this tail today. Well, I'm going to transform the whole dog, but I'm just going to show you the tail today. Alright, so the first thing I'm going to do is give him a bath and brush out all these knots and then trim his tail. Alright, you ready, buddy? Let's go! Alright, so I'm just going to spray some dematting spray in the knots up here. And if they don't come out, I will just work them out with my thinning shears or cut them out if I have to. They're just in the top of the tail, the base of the tail. That ought to work. I hope. Let's see. Let's try and comb that out. This one's really a big chunk. I'm not even going to bother with that one. I'm just going to use my thinning shears, and what I do is I put it underneath the mat, cut it a few times, use my dematting brush, and sometimes I'll just kind of split it in the middle. You can use straight shears as well to split it in the middle. I just grabbed those because they were close. Yeah. 2 more cuts, that ought to do it. So I'm just trying to save as much hair as possible so that I can give it a nice finish. There is a gland in the tail right about here, so never really put a lot of pressure right here. You can just actually feel the gland. It's usually bigger here, and you can feel if you touch the tail, it's fatter here and like squishy, soft, and then it goes thinner. So if you were to, drag that brush really hard on that skin, it's going to get irritated, red, irritated. It could bleed. So I'm not really putting pressure on that. You see my thumb is there, and never scrape that area. If there's a knot right on top of that, just cut it off if you can. It's better that way. And some dogs are more sensitive than others. If I was even to brush it like this, there might be a problem. So use your own judgment. And since when I know the dog, I know it'll be a problem, I won't comb it out. I'll just clip it. Then you can hold at the roots here, close to the tail, while you brush so it doesn't hurt the dog. As you can see, the dog's not even moving. I'm just using strokes like over and over and over. Instead of grabbing it and yanking it, just going over it a few times and it'll loosen up. Okay, now he's going to sit. It's okay, stand up. There we go. And let me just check this section here. There, I think I got out the major knots. I'm just using a soft slicker. The tail still needs to be dried a little bit. I wanted to get the knots out before it fully dried, just so that I can give it a nice blow dry and get the hair straight. I've got wavy hair there. It might be wavy afterwards, but let's go gentle up there. Yeah, it is a lot of hair, huh? Wow, look at all this hair. Yeah, that's a lot of hair and a long tail. Alright, so I'm just going to dry it up and finish it up. There we go, it's all dry. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to clip the dog all over. There's a little bit of knot there. I'm just going to clip the dog all over, and then I usually do the tail last. So I will clip them and come back to the tail. Pretty. Alright, he's all clipped and on his body and everywhere else, so now it's just this tail. I love long tails, but I'm sure they get messy and dirty and everything. So what I do first is I make sure it's all combed out, of course. What I do first is I trim the bottom of the tail. Also, you can see this now. Look how long it is if I hold that down. So all that tail was dragging on the floor. So the owner wants it short. You got to find where the end of his actual tail is, which is here. Right here. So he has all this hair left. So the first cut I do is I do the bottom here. I'm going to cut about this much. Look at this. Make a little doggy with that or something. Anyway, oh look. Look how short it is, that's cute. Alright, so that was my first step. So now what I do, try to find the end of the tail. There it is, the end of the actual tail. And I part it down the middle of the tail. So I put each, hair on that side, hair on that side. There's a part down the middle of the tail. It doesn't have to be exactly even. So since I cut the bottom, you can see the shape of the tail now. So I'm just going to cut this off. It's too much hair. Just to match what I did up there. So this is basically like a fantail. So then what I do is I comb this side over. And then I'll see all the pieces that are uneven. Do the same for the other side. No, stay there, baby. Hang on, let me just get him into position. Oh, I know, we're almost done. You're almost done, almost done. Alright, so what I do now is, well, the owner said a lot of poop was getting stuck on the tail. He did have a lot of hair. So what I normally do is I cut just a little bit here, just above the rectum. And like that. That way it'll stay clean. Then what I'll do is I'll hold it up, because the dog, walks with the tail up. Right? And then I will hold the tail over its back and kind of comb this down. Come here, I know. And there's some hair there. So kind of just trim it like this. Just across, just so that when the dog goes to the washroom, You know, they lift their tail and nothing will get stuck. And then I just check my work. Looks nice. That'll be much better. A lot of hair. So there you go, and he got short, and we got cut short all over anyway, so now the tail matches. It's cute. You know, it's not bald, it's cute. When they hold it up, let's see what it look like. Hold it up. He's still got lots of hair. No, your owner's going to be really happy. So I want to thank you very much for watching, and hopefully you learned something how to trim a tail. And make sure to subscribe if you haven't already, and hit the bell icon, that way you won't miss any of my future grooming videos. So thank you for watching. Do you want to say bye? You say bye to everybody. Hey, you gonna try out your new tail? Yeah, do you want a cookie? Okay. Say bye. Bye. He wants to go home now. Okay, bye.